Welcome once again to DrAdreus' Card Lab. Today I'm going through another deck profile that I've been testing out myself quite a lot. And it's another competitive deck, Jurassic King Gigano Rex deck. So first of all, let's go into the deck build immediately. You can see the whole thing throughout over here. But for the main deck I run 4 Oviraptidon and 4 Rain Needle. Then I run 2 Dragon Trooper, 4 Bearded Eagle, Dilophosa at 3, 4 Dynamo Tyrannoid, 1 Byronoceros. It's basically there just because it's an Emperor Beast with, well, pretty big reduction and a decent base. It's not a must in the deck, but I like it myself. Then, of course, the main beast, Jurassic King Gigano Rex. The card that can be treated as level 3 if you only have Pterosaur and Emperor Beast Spirits on the field. Which, in the deck, the only ones that aren't are Rain Needle and Dragon Trooper, but I mainly use these when I don't have this, and also partly for like early reductions to get this on board faster. So for that purpose, it's good to have these, and also as early attackers or blockers if needed. And yeah, for the card abilities, Dragon Trooper basically just gains 2000 when it attacks. Dilophosa can't block, but it's there because it's an Emperor Beast. And Dynamo Tyrannoid is pretty good because it's treated as a level 3 spirit if you only have 2 or fewer spirits on the field, so it's a really good early blocker. And well, Byronoceros, I guess it's more of a cheaper spirit to play like later on to the field. I mainly have it there just to have like more spirits, but if you want you could also main deck the Dualcan Mechlord Dyna to have an option or another option against Meduc to be able to do a finishing blow without being dealt damage because of that curse thing, because Meduc is really good against this deck. That is also why in the spells I run 2 Dream Bombs in main deck to have ways to return that to the hand. And otherwise for the spells I run 4 Absolute Ice Shield, obviously, for Star Plus draw, because there's quite a lot of purple and, well, also yellow going around. Currently Fabled Beast, so there's a lot of wind summoned effects. So it's really easy to get the 4 draw. Especially since you're playing with red, so you have the reduction for Star Blast. But even outside of that, it's like 2 cost draw 2, pretty good. Then 4 Burning Force, because reductions again, really easy to play this at more. It's really good against some aggro builds as well, even though a lot of them also run the stuff that at level 2 can go a little bit higher. But that's partly why Volcanic Break is also good, because with the Soul Core cost you can destroy stuff with 6k power. And that's why I also run it at 4. And then for the Nexus, I run 3 Scorched Battlefield and 3 Volcanic Canyon. It's really hard to like do a proper choice like which one you want to run more of, because with Scorched Battlefield you can get the, if you deal damage, a draw effect, and it does have the cheaper like at level 0 already, or level 1 at 0 cores, I guess. Your red spirits gain 1000 power. Which can be really good, especially if you have a lot of this stuff at level 2, even without Jurassic King Gigano Rex, because that means that you're out of range of like being killed by 1 Exhaust Nexus or yellow, like that Angelic Suppression or Burning Force. And then Volcanic Canyon also has the level 2 effect for the 1000 PP up, which is pretty cool. And during the draw step it gives an additional draw, which lets you feel their stuff, which is good because you do want to see the Gigano Rex pretty early. Then for the sideboard, well, currently I have the Durham Dyna in the sideboard, but like I said, you could main deck it over Byronoceros, but if you do that, you could probably add something else to the sideboard. I wouldn't sideboard this over this if you would want it in the like main deck. And obviously if you play this onto the field you won't have Gigano Rex to use. So most of the time this is only like for the finishing blow, to force your opponent either to use a Dream Bomb or lose, basically. Then I run 3 Core Drain. This is there for like the mirror matchup. As some might know, red color is really weak against Core Drain, and a lot of stuff is really easy to get off the board. Especially since a lot of people like attack with their stuff. Like the more important stuff do not get killed by Gigano Rex sometimes. So Core Drain can be really good for that too. So you can get rid of those exhausted spirits. You could technically also main deck this if you wanted to. Like, it would work. It's only 3 cost, even in red. But for now, I prefer to sideboard it. Then I have 2 Feral Slash in the sideboard, which is also okay against some aggro, and it's more Nexus Destruction. Like, if you're facing yellow, you can just run basically all the Nexus Destruction and you win the game, because honestly, those decks kind of feel like they run around Nexus. At least in my like own personal experience, like Phantasmal Paradise and then the Blessed Cathedral. The draw power of those is what really keeps yellow going, at least in my opinion. Then there's one Suppression. Before I ran the Suppression with like only 1 Dream Bomb in the main deck. But I felt like I've needed more Dream Bombs against Meduc, because people have started running Meduc more as well in purple, same as me. So yeah. Then there's 2 Countersword for more of the When Summoned effect decks. This is also an okay card to have, like if you're facing against purple and Meduc, because you can just return a Meduc to the top of the deck if they play another When Summoned spirit, which purple has a lot. So it's really cool. Same against yellow, like you can just pick the strong spirit, throw it away, and if you can afford it, you can gain a life. Like, that's cool too. And then an extra Dream Bomb if needed. It probably isn't necessarily needed. If you can think of like something else to give the space to, that's completely fine. But yeah, that's it for this deck profile. If you have any suggestions for the rest of the deck or any ideas that you've run yourself on the deck, please do go ahead and tell me in the comments. And if you want to see more deck profiles and more content from my channel, I hope you also subscribe and like the video, because it will help a lot. I only really just got back to like content creation again on YouTube. So this is still all new to me on the YouTube side. But thanks for watching, and I hope I'll see you in the next video. I'll see you later.